As everybody know, we're about ready for the second race. They all look set. I'm gonna turn my bitrate down a little bit because maybe I pushed it a little too hard. It's been a while since Ganon has given me trouble like that, but there's been a lot of storms around here. We are back. Clifford said they'd be around to commentate. I didn't get to talk to Green Team. I was trying to fix my internet during the break. I didn't have any access to anybody, but I think they're still online. I just got some messages from them in the chat that they learned about the thing, you know.
That's good though. That's gonna help them a lot.
Good evening.
Hey, Clifford.
How are you, fam?
You guys got it up because I'm about to start.
Yep. Do we have a spoiler log for this one?
Yes. They should be starting. Here we go. This is Flip and Player 2 versus Crash Toe and Devdu. Got a bit of a long name.
And they're off.
I will get you that log. I'm not going to read much of it, I just wanted to know, you know, where the pendants are and stuff.
Make sure it's not as crazy as the last one.
Last one was pretty mean. Especially the beginning was especially pretty disgusting.
Indeed. Right.
There. Screens look alright. I'm gonna go ahead and my own display up. There we go.
I think the only thing would be moving down the Discord a little bit.
Yeah, I fixed that. There we go. Now we're off. And this music, this ain't racing music.
Just the red rupee there in the first chest there and escape.
Anyway.
There we go. Much better for racing music.
I agree. Really, I'm just gonna use the seed log to check crystals and stuff. It's always some difficulty getting that information down.
So I did some testing, And even if you get the tempered sword, if you get 2 sword upgrades in escape, it's not faster to leave that guard behind.
I didn't think it was. You know what? It's a huge risk, honestly, because what if you get the mirror down bottom?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then you're just stuck, having to go back. Like, it's definitely worse in every regard, considering that could happen. Love the spin attack on these guards. I have trouble doing this one on this second guy. The first one's easy for me, but the second one, I can never seem to get him in that spin. It's a very minimal time loss, but it annoys me that I can't do it.
I could do the any percent strat over in the corner, and then I'm like running into the corner to get the key anyway.
We're getting close to open seeds. If that's what you're looking for, that's most of this tournament. But I mean, it's not really most, because round 1 and 2 are like half in the tournament. But you know, round 3 through 7 will be open, so you'll see some of that soon as we get further in. I just
wasn't the last one even supposed to be swordless?
Yeah, if both teams are up for that, I'll probably do that if we get there. Depends on how they feel about it. I'm not going to force people to do swordless. The Goron race.
That's fitting. I mean, it fits the escape pretty good. You're just running around with someone behind you.
I mean, we have like 60 races left to go. Even with we've had 2 teams drop out. Even with that only knocks 4 games out. I still have to do a bunch.
So, nothing neat yet in Escape.
Yeah, this is very bland, vanilla Escape.
Everybody's got bombs, so that's good.
Yeah, it's just bombs.
Yeah, we had Res losing an 8 bomb drop earlier. That was unfortunate.
That happened last time. Thankfully, they found bombs somewhere else, but... The boy and girl art are from the broadcast of Teleview Zelda, which I feel like I've explained a couple times at this point in my life to the people who see them and wonder where they came from. That is official Nintendo art for a very bizarre thing that Japan did involving... Oh, there's the gloves in Escape, by the way. Broadcast of Teleview games had like a radio show alongside this thing that you would play, guiding you through it. And it was very weird, and to get it in a playable state over here is, you know, you're gonna need a translation, and it's gonna be a translation of the radio hosts scrolling along the bottom, basically. Like, you're gonna have to play with that. It's pretty interesting what they did with what they had technology-wise. We're talking about like 1992, you know. And that is where those 2 characters come from. The boy and the girl, you can pick them. It's very strange. There's the Moon Pearl in the Sanctuary. I just saw that.
Wow.
They got
Pearl in the tier chest.
Good stuff.
This is already a lot more forgiving than the last one.
This is the seed I made for the other group, but they didn't play. So we'll see how much better the seed turned out. I didn't. I just clicked generate, checked the complexity of it, basically the seed chain, and it seemed like it was not unreasonable, so I just went with it. It was just the first one I made. we'll see how that turns out. I've seen somebody try an LP. A guy named Mecha Prime tried to LP BS Zelda. He did a pretty thorough job up until I think it didn't get finished. I was watching that. It was pretty interesting. Talking like old school something awful LPs. Like that was like 2008. But it was a thing that I remember watching.
Bombo's there in the dam for Flip. That might be important. Oh, and the boots!
The boots!
Wow. That's some really neat early items.
Yeah.
And both red team is going into Kakariko, while green team is already split up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the log for that LP might be hard to find. It might not be on YouTube, I'm not sure. We didn't really know in 2007-ish where Let's Plays should be hosted. There were a bunch of options. It ended up becoming YouTube eventually. But if you're looking for that Zelda, like I said, Teleview, it is probably on Baldur's site. It's probably backed up there, if not on YouTube. I would just search for Mecha Prime on the LP archive if you really want to see it. That's probably the best way to experience it. I really wouldn't recommend playing it. It's kind of a mess. I would rather watch it. I really would. It's just not the kind of thing that you can just pick up and play. It's really weird. Players are... Well, Flip is already moving on. There's the Master Sword for Crash Toe.
Book from the bottle salesman. Devdo got it a minute ago.
There used to be a service called Google Video. I don't know what that was, where those things went, because they certainly did not put them on YouTube after they bought it. I don't know where they put their old videos. I just don't know. Is it just me, or is Devdo's Zelda extremely desaturated? Link to the
Yes,
Past.
it is.
It's hard to look at. It's so bright. It's ridiculously bright. Oh well.
It's very, very great.
They found the mushroom, so the fetch quest begins.
And the hammer there in the library.
I'm gonna turn that down myself, I think, to make that a little bit more reasonable. There's the hammer. Well, with the hammer, the moon pearl, and the power gloves, we already have more than we had in the first 40 minutes of the Titan mids too. Wow, and both players get it at the same time.
Alright, I have a feeling this seed is going to be a lot faster.
Yeah. I have to load up Breath of the Wild after this. I have some more time on my stream. This seems like it's going to be over real quick.
This is like the total opposite to the other one. Wow.
We had to work so hard to see players get anything in the last one, but they are, yeah, they definitely are low on hearts. That's what happens when you get items, you don't get hearts. That might hurt them, we'll see how that goes.
There you go, heart container.
We already have Crash 2 in the Dark World, first player there, right? And he's checking Thieves Town. That's a good call.
Yeah, And with mitts, oh wait, no, doesn't have the mitt. Oh, they're not running the tractor.
They are actually. I think Crash 2 is just a little bit behind on marking stuff.
He hasn't marked anything.
I'm assuming with the hammer out that they haven't got there. No, they don't have the mitts yet, so that can't go do all the frog blacksmith plays.
Honestly, can't do too much without the mirror either. They can go digging and then just head right and do Hype Cave. That's kind of it. Like, they're gonna have to just go up from the pyramid and check that. They really have not got as many options without the Titan mitts. They do know where
If
they're
they had
at.
the mitts, they could at least save and quit with the blacksmith or whatever.
But lamp.
Oh, and the mirror at
And
Sahasrara.
powder!
Nice.
Wow! Shahasrala, what the hell?
Seeing all this stuff makes me wonder if Crash 2 jumping here this
Wow.
early is actually maybe a mistake. Because without the mirror and the Titan mitts, he can't do half of it, and that's going to slow him down. I feel like once you know where the Titan mitts are, that probably is top priority. That really is one of the best. That and the hammer are things you want to jet for.
Yes, the mitts, the mirror, the pearl. Those are my top 3-4 items there.
Well, there's the flute.
Bombos and oh my god.
Well,
and the
hey,
flute!
that might benefit Crash Toe there.
Wow.
He needs to turn that in and get the things he's missing so that he can sweep properly this world. He's going to have to go through these areas and skip half the stuff because he doesn't have the mitts or the mirror. King's Tomb being checked by player 2. Flippers. Both teams know how
Items
to
all
swing.
over the light world.
There must be something wrong with this seat, right? Like something must happen.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see a crazy record here on this. Do you remember what New Life and Parisian's time were? I'm forgetting, but I know it was in the 110 to 120 range. I feel like it was 111. And
I believe it was 113 and a 115 or a 116.
pretty dang fast.
It was very, very quick.
I knew it was in that range. I'm really bad at I don't even remember my own times. Even when they're world records, and I've had one or two in my time, and I always forget what they were. I'm really bad with clocks and remembering times.
New Life, are you still here? Do you remember?
Checking that Ice Rod Cave. Crash Toe is doing what I think is the best move in getting the missing pieces of the exploration puzzle.
Yes, on the way back up to turn in the flute too, or at least
The shovel dash.
activate it.
Nice work. The world record is an hour and 4. I know that. That didn't happen in a tournament. The best time we've seen were those two so far. They had a really nice seed. They had a really nice run. Everything was going pretty well.
So it's Thieves, Mire, and Swamp as the pendants, with Thieves as the green. And 5 and 6 are Swamp and are Skullwoods and Ice. So Turtle Rock is required, so that Ice Rod could be our troll item.
Definitely could.
Now with the active flute, Crash Toe's going to
Mire.
Mire. That's not a bad play.
Gonna check those 3 chests there. Did he pick up the mirror?
I don't know.
Could have. I'm going to assume he did.
Devdo doesn't have it yet, so I'm going to assume he hasn't.
Oh.
Devdo's just now about to get it.
Yeah, they never went to these 3 chests. These chests are... They're right here, but I always feel like they're further away than they are. I just don't want to go get them. The mirror's going to be a very important piece of the puzzle. Tower of Hera being done by player 2 has to do the basement for some reason or another. Probably needs the big key.
That makes sense. And with all 3
sitting
pendants in the Dark World, you know it's a crystal, so have to do it, might as well.
Yeah, definitely. And they can already clear it, so why not?
The world record for the randomizer just for fun, really. I mean, obviously the seed plays the biggest role in that. Any randomized run at all of the RNG is absolutely mandatory for a world record. It has to be perfect. There's a lot of variables in this, so I don't think it was perfect. And even if it was, you'd still have to play it perfect too on top of that. And you only get 1 shot at it in this case. There's the blue tunic up at Zora's. What's our prize? Hook shot, there it is.
Oh.
Well,
That's
all
nice.
of the Light World items. The only thing so far in the Dark World has been the flute, which is pretty big, admittedly. Although with Pendant Mire, it's not required.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll calm down after the start orifice. It's wide open, that's why. They're all over the place because they can go anywhere. They literally can go anywhere on the planet right now with the flute and the hammer and hookshot. And the mitts, there's nothing stopping them from checking every open world chest. The mirror will get them into the mountain. They can do anything. The only thing they can't really do is get into like Skull Woods and finish it and stuff like that. Can't finish Palace of Darkness or Eastern yet. Need to find the bow. Need to find...
Oh, Flip getting grabbed here.
Player two
Death
is-
now wall mastered.
Player 2 has found nothing of value in Tower Hera. I got a crystal though.
That's some really odd Skullwoods play as well. 4 hearts. Be a skip those, don't make it easy. Oh, another
Oh,
death,
wow.
unfortunately. And meanwhile we have Crash Toe in Desert.
I would say that red team with the flute definitely is in the lead. That helps a lot.
Yes, the flute helps you go anywhere fast.
They really have quite a few items. They got the hook shot too. They have a couple things on green team at this point. It might be a while before green team goes up to Zora. People don't usually seem to wait too long, especially they can swim, so they know they get 2 for the price of 1 going up there.
And they have lots of money.
Yeah, there's a certain number of limitations for what can be randomized, but that number is nearly infinite when you think about all the variables in this. There's 216 items or something like that, right? That can be swapped
Yeah,
around.
something like that.
That's pretty ridiculous. There is logic limiting that. There's silver arrows in desert. There's a little bit of logic limiting where things can be put, so it's not completely and truly 216 to that power, but it's
Yeah.
still pretty freaking high. It's no way that you've seen even a reasonably small fraction of all the potential seeds that this thing can make right now, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that's true. just based on how bafflingly large that number could be.
Yeah, Defter already also picked up his flute. So he's probably gonna go activate that now after he's bringing back the frog.
I can tell
Frog
you what you
World
would
Tour?
want in the world's perfect seed, the seed you'll never see. You would want to find the boots at your house, and then the mirror in Zelda's room, and 3 other, obviously all the Go Mode items right away, just disgustingly right away, and also very specific crystal loadout. You would want that too. So it would also be the dungeon RNG on top of
Pendant
that.
T-Rock.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see Mire or Swamp
Mire.
probably. I would like Ice personally, just the bomb jump. I think that would be the faster one.
Yeah,
Swamp's
is a
really
good
fast
one, I
if
would
you
keep
can
it.
go mode it.
Yeah, Swamp is fast as well, that's true. And it doesn't need many items compared to others.
And the thing about it is you're not gonna know until you play it because of the way this is running. So you're gonna need to be in go mode as fast as possible, and also be aware that that's the case. So there's a couple ways that
Yeah.
could happen.
Sometimes realizing you're not in go mode is a really bad thing.
Yes. Bombs
Crash.
from the bat.
I'm afraid Crash is gonna get wiped out by Lamolus. He might have it actually. It's just 1 hit left on him. This boss is surprisingly dangerous for the second boss of the game. Takes a lot of hits to kill this thing.
Yeah, and the last one is really annoying with his spreading.
Flip going ahead and grabbing their hook shot and blue mail.
Player 2 going into Hookshot Cave, seeing some new territory here, I think. They don't have Hookshot though, unfortunately. They're only going to be able to grab that first one.
These guys do a really good job in updating their trackers as well.
Well, Green Team has the bow. I don't think Red Team has it. I don't know where they got that from.
Oh,
Had
I
to
don't
be
think they
East
got the
Death
bow, they just got silver arrows, didn't they?
They got the bow. Player 2 has the bow, anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, the red team has the silver arrows. Crash does because they were in desert. I would assume Bo was in East Death Mountain because that was where player 2 was when we were all paying attention elsewhere.
yeah.
There's a whole lot of, I mean, if you want to talk about how high that number is, it would be extremely difficult to calculate because of the logic messing it up, but there's a whole lot of items that could be in any of those 216 locations. More than half, the majority of them, honestly, could be anywhere, so I would say something, what is it, like 180 items could be damn anywhere in this entire thing, so just working on that alone, you have 180 potential flips.
Yeah, especially hard pieces.
Yeah, rupees, arrows, bombs, any of that stuff could be put anywhere, and that would be technically different, even though it's inconsequential.
They have the statistics somewhere because they run, like, they generate 100,000 seeds or something to see the biases in the logic.
Yeah, that is true that there's a whole lot of repeats. So if you didn't count those repeats, I mean, there's nothing to say that this big 20 is the same as that other 20 rupees over there. So that's a thing. I guess
Well,
if
maybe
you
it's
don't
a
count
big
that,
20 out of another dungeon.
if you merged all those same items together as one, you'd probably knock that number down quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. Definitely. But it could always be a different big 20.
Because I think they said that in 4 out of the 100,000 seeds they generated, the bow was in Ganon's tower somewhere.
Yeah. RNG,
Oh, wow.
trying to go fast when you're working with that kind of randomization is a nightmare. Worrying about the world record in it is kind of goofy, honestly. But it's fun to know what it is, what the best time anyone's managed to get is.
I mean, bow in Ganon's tower would mean that Pod and Eastern are both pendants, I suppose. Quite rare.
Yeah, it's time to let's see what the pendants are here.
The pendants are Thieves Town, Mire, and Swamp.
Crystals 5 and 6 are Skull Woods and Ice Palace. All 3 of the Light World dungeons are crystals, but none of them are the red ones. Green team has found the items that red team has had for a little while at this point. Both teams are doing pretty well. Red team had that stuff a little earlier, that's all. I've tried to run and get world records on randomizer games like Isaac and Rogue Legacy, and it's really annoying, let me tell you, when you're playing really well and then you get to the end and it's all messed up by just luck alone. It's really obnoxious. It's a completely different kind of speed run than just like running Mega Man or something where you can count on everything except for a couple, you know, like boss AI is a little randomized, but big deal. It's not like the entire map is wrong. You don't even know where to go sometimes in those. And randomization in this obviously is just items, but it changes the way you move through it. And the difference can be upwards of an hour between a good and a bad run on the same player.
Fresh Toe diving into Eastern.
It's pretty even right now. It's hard to say who's winning. I would say whoever finds everything they need first is going to be the one you can actually say is in the lead, but until then, they're pretty close.
I mean, we're
But not
missing
having
King of
the bow.
Samaria.
Gonna
That's
need,
almost it, actually.
Yeah,
And
you don't
the
need the
medallion
fire
to
rod
open Mire.
for the. You can use bombos to do ice, but annoying as that is, it is true. I like this
Play
dash
2
thing
has
that
the
Dev
fire
is
rod,
doing.
so...
I never thought about that. If you press dash while holding the sword, you won't lose your sword.
Yeah, they will need the fire rod for Skullwoods and Trinex both.
But Trianx is a pendant, isn't it? No, Turok was a crystal, never mind. Mire was, exactly. So they need Ice Rod still. Ice Rod, Cane, and the medallion to open, I guess? And that's it. That's not too bad, 30 minutes in.
No, not at all. Player 2, the only player that has any health at all, really.
Yeah, everybody's running low. 4 health after 30 minutes and a whole lot of items. That's what you like to see, believe it or not. That means you've gotten the good stuff. But it certainly makes things more interesting on the difficulty. When you can't take any hits at all from Ganon, for example, he would just mess you up. You gotta do it flawless when you're rocking that kind of HP.
And no net or bottles yet.
Yeah, that too. Powder at least, but they have no health to heal. It's the problem. Like, the fairy's a full heal. Both players in the green have 6 HP and blue tunic. That helps. Everybody's got that blue tunic.
Crash still finding nothing in Eastern and fluting away.
Not too many dungeons done yet. And a seed like this, I would expect to have 4 or 5 even done in an hour, even without go mode. I would start doing the crystal dungeons. You're gonna want to send one player to some of the pendants, though. Probably. Gotta start finding those things.
Yeah, the bow is a pretty good advantage right now for green. Green still doesn't...
Devdo.
Well, they have the flute, at least Flip has it, so...
Devdo should be finding the bow very soon.
Yeah. Like after Spiral Cave. You might take a dip into the Dark World and eventually find it.
There's that tempered sword on the pyramid.
It's not a bad find at all.
That's worth a stop.
Definitely.
Only one player has the bow so far. It was in the Dark World Death Mountain. In one of those two chests on the right side. Nobody has done Hookshot Cave yet because when player 2 went up there he didn't have the hookshot. So he's probably going to have to head back up there at some point and check those. Finish up the job.
Devdo also with the tempered sword there.
Yeah, he picked his up off the pyramid.
Well, Devdo just grabbed a sword upgrade there in East Death Mountain.
Well, we could see Gold Sword, I guess. I wouldn't go after Gold Sword, though. I don't think it's worth walking more than 10 feet. I wouldn't go get it. The pyramid's kind of out of the way.
There we go. Death is doing the right thing. I wonder if he's gonna check Hookshot Cave. He should, I guess.
I
As
certainly
the
would.
hookshot, might as well.
Yeah,
You're there.
very good plan.
Check hookshot cave, jump over, see what medallion you need for Turtle Rock.
They found the bow. I'm gonna see if there's anything else on this mountain. Checking Turtle Rock, knows it's necessary to get bombos. Have that ready to go on Turtle Rock.
Elmosaur down for player 2, meanwhile.
There's really not much they need now, for sure.
Just
Easy
the two
jump
rods
into
and
Eastern.
the cane.
And the fire rod is in the pod, right? That's where player
Yeah.
2 found it?
And there's the ice rod in Hookshot Cave.
There we go. We just need to find the cane now.
Oh,
Quake
wait
2.
for that. Flip
What?
will soon be getting a bow as well there on Death Mountain.
The other thing to mention, of course, is that the world record I was talking about was single player, which is a completely different, harder run than this. So, even if they did get that time, I have no idea what the team record would be. I would think it would be faster, but I'm not sure that it's not the most popular category. I don't see it being played as often as the other two, so I wouldn't think there'd be as many runs to get a good time with. But I would think the runs in general would all be faster, obviously.
And it was on an older version of the logic. I think the world record should stay with each version, personally.
Yeah, they make some pretty sweeping changes to these. Yeah, SRL doesn't even record 2 versus 2s. It just doesn't. I don't know the answer to why. It just doesn't record those matches. It does let you do team matches on SRL, it just does not save them.
And there's the ice rod for green team.
So you'd have to look outside of SRL if you really are interested in seeing that time. I can tell you the best time we've seen is 73 minutes or so, which, I mean, my personal best was 71 minutes on a really good seed. So I've beaten that by myself too. You just need a really good seed. You just need to be extremely lucky, and when that happens, especially in teams, they're going to crush it. There's that red tunic. That's immortality for Crash 2. Doesn't have to worry about those low hearts anymore.
Dodo about to go into land mole while player 2 is about to hit Armos.
And
3 boss
blind.
fights at once almost.
Three bosses going down here.
And the sick cat having some arrows.
Easy land mo kill with the silvers.
Crash doors.
Oh, Crash took a death on blind.
Got that immortality, then immediately flew too close
Jinxed
to the
it.
sun.
Commentator's curse.
I'm good at that. Retreating from blinds. Oh, I don't know why. Maybe he wants to make the fight easier. There certainly is enough hearts in there.
I mean, it's a pendant anyway. Maybe he's thinking it's not that important and just wants to leave for now.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I wasn't watching that blind doesn't have any items. In fact, I think I'm going to take a look and see, without spoiling anything to the chat, what blind actually is carrying. My curiosity's getting the better of me.
And with the knowledge that everything else is other places, the only thing missing the cane might not be that bad of a gamble to leave blind behind.
It looks like Crash Toe knows that blind only had the map. I don't know why he
But
had
also
bothered
that
fighting him.
Green pendant give you an item.
There is that. That's true. That could be anything.
Could even be the cane of Samaria.
It could be. You hate to see that.
That'd be rough. I guess it's not too bad. It's only Thieves Town. Thieves Town's a dungeon I like to dive into, whether or not it's a pendant. It usually has something good.
I mean, once you've got the maiden down there, it's pretty fast to just jump in and finish it off. Yeah, the cane can't be on the pedestal because Meyer is one of the pendants.
His Fire Rod was in Pod, I believe.
4 screens is pretty rough to follow, you're right. You don't say. What is Crash Toe doing? What? Why did he leave? Oh no! What about the ice rod, my dude? I don't get that. Did he forget?
I guess. I don't know.
His body
Where's he
has
going?
it. I don't know. That was a
Oh,
weird...
maybe he's getting the bow first, but why? He could have done it the other way around.
Yeah, he missed very important item. Honestly, the last two, they were Quake and the Ice Rod. I don't know if they need Quake. I don't think they did. They just need Bomb Boost. So Quake is worthless, but the Ice Rod is not. The Ice Rod is the one of the items that you definitely want to find as quick as you can, because it could be anywhere, and it's really annoying. And it's mandatory this time. Pick that up. Resto getting that gold sword. There's nothing in here for him. He just forgot the Ice Rod. That might hurt them a lot if he doesn't realize he's made an error.
Yeah, but it's not that
Looks
far
like
from
he's going back
T-Rock.
up.
Yeah. Hopefully his partner
Yeah.
remembers where it is in case he can't find it later. 'Cause he seems like he's leaving without it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There he goes.
That's interesting. Well, we're about to see a Mothula fight. Should be an easy one with half mana and that many hearts.
The only fight that
Should-
requires the Ice Rod is just Trinex.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's required to beat the game, yes.
1/3 of Trinex requires the Ice Rod.
1/3 of Trinex.
A portion of a boss. That's how worthless the Ice Rod is in actuality, in terms of it's required and it could be anywhere, and that's all.
It's a terrible item. It's a really terrible item if you think about it that way.
Yeah, if you think about it in terms of this randomizer, it's even worse. Like it could be anywhere, and it's a nightmare because it could be anywhere, and that's all it's for. And it's because that's all it's for. That means they can put it anywhere too, almost, because that's the only purpose it has. It opens up the entire world for where it could be located at. Like, you can't put the bow anywhere. You can't put the bow behind somewhere where you can't get without the bow. You can't do that with a fire. You can't do that with a lot of the mandatory items. But the Ice Rod is on the list. Actually, we can with this.
Be anywhere except Trinex itself.
Yeah. Like, it can't be in Ganon's tower, and it can't be under the boss it kills. That's it.
And I've had Ice Rod in T-Rock or at Mimic Cave at least 5 or 6 times.
I've
I
seen
love how
that.
player 2 was double checking that pedestal because he was reading something about ice, and then he realized, oh, it's ether. So he double checked it.
Ether also, Meyer is optional, so they just need bombos. They're good on medallions. Everyone has knowledge of where bombos is.
Meyer could still have the Ice Rod, though.
It could. No, the Ice Rod's in hookshot.
The Cane.
Oh, yeah, true. It was
Cane of
hookshot.
Samaria, I don't know about, but hopefully not.
Vanilla Cane.
I put my hope on Red Cane being somewhere reasonable. Meyer is unreasonable to me. The place with 2 chests, that dungeon, I'm not fond of that dungeon. And I'm not fond of having to get whatever medallion to get in there either.
It's just so hard to route Meyer well.
Considering that going back in there is going to take like 20 seconds, it's absolutely, there's no advantage to him skipping that chest. I don't know why he did it. I think he obviously just forgot. I think.
Yeah, heard that there was only a bottle in Hookshot Cave and left. That's the last flute dug up. The other 3 players all in pod.
I'm right here, Catsworth. What's up? Yeah, the item in the digging game could be a single rupee. Actually, could be anything.
A single air.
You can tell
Always
which
had
one
trouble.
it is because it animates more slowly and dramatically. He shovels up the 20 cents or whatever it is, and if you do pick it up, he'll hold it over his head and do the dance that he usually does when he finds an actual item.
And the rupee on the ground doesn't have the sheen of the other rupees.
Yeah, you have to pay attention when you're digging. If you do, you'll definitely see which one it is.
Flipping Crash still synced up there.
That red cane is really shutting things down here. I'm a little worried about Crashton not having the ice rod, but his partner should know where it is. So hopefully they don't have a disaster there. And the red cane, where the heck is it? It's coming down to that one item. Everyone's getting locked up. They're just kind of clearing random things, hoping to run into
now
it.
that they have Fire Rod from Pod, that'll let everyone, it'll open things up a little bit.
Can I just focus on the sync of the wall shifting on 2 players at once? Just incredibly exactly the same place.
Amazing.
Flip's admiring his handiwork for a second. Oh no, did we lose him?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, he seems to be back. I was just seeing if his stream died or not.
That was
Didn't-
awkward.
He didn't like being synced up, so had to fix it, I guess.
Too much pressure to keep the sync up.
Which team wins this might very well come down to who finds that cane first.
Especially if it's in a trolley place.
It must be, at this point, if no one has found it. You gotta figure that most of the world has been cleared by both teams at this point.
Yeah, really, at this point. Have they done the, have we seen a hobo check?
I think.
I think so, yeah.
I think most of the light world was done. I'm trying to think of what I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen Graveyard. I don't know if I've seen Catfish.
I saw the Graveyard Ledge. Yes, it was trash.
We've seen Spike Cave. Have we seen any of the Pendant Dungeons?
I've not seen Spike Cave, I don't think. And just a little bit of Thieves Town. Except to Blind.
Yeah, Blind apparently. I think Blind has the map. Pretty sure. I don't
Yeah.
think so. That Pendant Dungeon is the one we saw, and that one was worthless.
Unless
they can't
it's
do Mire.
unless it's
so-
in the really stacked Sahasrara's hut, having the 4th item.
Oh yeah, it could be on the green. Oh, that would be gross. That would be the worst place for it to be. Oh. It's definitely, I guess the worst place for it to be would be in Mire, and Mire requiring ether. But no, that can't be. So
Mire
that's
can't require either.
yeah.
luckily.
So they're all yeah, because they can't get that pendant without doing Mire, and they can't do Mire without the red cane anyway. So Mire's pretty much out, honestly, unless it's in one of the 2 items on the way.
Oh, it could be at the factory.
It can't be
Yeah,
on the boss.
exactly. Like, if they don't have much health, what about Spike Cave? That's actually a good call. Like, they have no items which help them getting through that cave yet.
Yeah,
The
no-
only thing you need for Spike Cave in the logic is the pearl, the hammer, and a bottle.
They could buy a potion, yeah. You need, I've counted, 14 hearts, roughly. Whether or not you need 13 or 15 depends on if you use hookshot or anything else that tricks the game into not doing damage to you. But about that many, and that certainly is more than these players have. That's static damage too, it does that much, regardless of your tunic because of how spikes work.
Maya requires bombos, yeah, it's the same for both.
Well, that's fine. I guess they can do Mire if they want. I don't know if...
Pendant Mire's the last place I want to be on the whole map.
Well, that's probably why we ain't seen Spike Cave. I would probably go into Mire, unfortunately, at this point. Or Ice hasn't been done. They got time to clean up some of these dungeons. It's only been 50 minutes. But you really want to be in go mode at this point if you can help it. And they're just not finding it. Nobody seems to be going to the right place. Gonna put money on Ice Palace. Somebody seems to be going there right now. 3 chests in Ice Palace. Could be in there. That's a pretty good bet, honestly.
That'd be my play.
I've seen that happen
One
multiple
person
times.
in Skullwoods, one person in Ice. That's a good split up.
I would hate to see it be on the green pendant when Blind took out Crash 2. That would cost them so much time. He would have had it a long time ago. If
Oh,
he just...
yeah. That would be awful. Oh, I get flip diving into Ice also now.
Whenever I play the rando and I do something like that happens to me, I complain the whole time about how I bet that's where it is and how much time I would have saved. I've never been screwed like that, really, I don't think, though. That would be the ultimate in bad circumstances for the red team right now, is if that's where the red cane is. If it's on the green pendant, that is the ultimate. They should have won this, and they just couldn't finish that boss in that one time, and it would cost them a whole lot more than that death.
Most definitely.
There's that double kill on the Stalfos. Flip's on his way as well, doing some Ice Palace. Oh, the bomb chest. Can that be... I forget what ones were the reds. Skullwoods and Ice? Yeah, they could check that. No one's done that yet, obviously. It could be in there. Fairy got the red cane. Crash is trying to do the bomb jump, having a couple issues. I think he's too far forward, yeah. Flip's caught up to him now. He's gonna do the same thing. Flip nails it on the first try. That puts him ahead of Crash, who has given up on the bomb jump.
They got the big key in the first chest too, so it's not a big deal to not have the bomb jump. It's only a little bit faster.
Yeah, especially
It's
when
better
you're
than dying.
when you're planning on clearing the whole dungeon. Bomb jump's still faster, but your gain is definitely reduced because you still have to mess around with a bunch of chests that you normally wouldn't. You don't just go straight to the boss. You actually take a straight path here and go to the hookshot thing.
Well, now we're gonna find out. Player 2 diving into Thieves Town.
This could be a race changer. Like, it will be a while, I think, before Red Team finds it, if that's where it is. And they will be probably pretty unhappy about that.
Pedestro check? Nope, it's just ether.
I don't think the Butter Sword's thicker, but it is longer. Has the highest range. They do change the reach of the swords. You really notice it on the Fighter Sword to Master Sword, but you can definitely tell when you're trying to swing at the edge of your blade and you have red and you can reach a little further.
Yeah, the Fighter's Sword won't reach the crystal switch there in Swamp. It's not long enough if you're in the Flood the Key room.
Yeah, that's the big difference. Not getting much out of Ice Palace right now, I gotta say.
No, not particularly.
And Crash is out of keys. I feel like that shouldn't be, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Might have missed one under the pot there.
I hate to see players missing those. Keys in this dungeon in particular are really gross. We've had a player who missed a key in this before, and they got caught up in a loop looking for it. They just didn't come up here. There's a chest in here, there's a key. This is where you want to be. Another chest to the right. Flip is nearly done with ice, and it doesn't look like ice is the answer.
Not really.
Not unless the boss has it or something, because Flip has opened up everything except for this last chest here, and then he's finished.
Looks like
also
Coldster
in
has
this
an
now.
item.
Place your bets, chat. Bomb Fairy, Green Pendant. What else we got? Spike Cave.
I also vote for Green Pendant.
You can find out soon if that one's on the list. We got the big bomb. There's 2 there. That's a pretty good bet, honestly. I can't think of anything else. It could be in Mire, in the front of Mire. It could be. There's 2 chests in Mire. It could be there.
It could be anywhere in Mire except at the boss.
Yeah, so that's 5 places you can place your bets on.
Oh, and Spike Cave.
Yeah. Is that red ball cap?
Get that immortality.
I don't know if I've seen Bumper Cave, but I figured they did check that. They wouldn't be able to do that though without the cape.
I think Green Team checked it when they checked the North Dark World and got the graveyard. I would assume.
They did.
If the red cane were there, we'd have the same problem, except it would be extended to having to find the cape first anyway.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Down to 1 heart on Cold Stare for Flip.
Yeah, don't want that. Gotta be really careful. Got him. Blind is being slaughtered right now. This time, he's fighting somebody with 11 health. He's not done as well. Blind is dead. Dev is also an Ice Palace. They're not mixing it up. They're just going for this, and that's weird because it seems like Ice Palace is a bust, other than the crystal.
Well, that's what Dev needs is the crystal at this point. He's only got that in Mire to go.
Well, Total Rock, right?
Well, right, but they can't get into Turtle Rock without the cane.
Yeah, but where the heck is it? I mean, it's obviously not here.
But with Crash 2 not having done Skullwoods, it would unlock the Fat Fairy for them.
That may be it. We're gonna see if it's the green pendant right now. This is a game changer. If they find it here, this is it. Red team will definitely lose to that. I don't see them coming back from if Sauce is gonna hand over that red cane. He's gonna hand over 5 arrow potential. That's not it. No, that's too bad. We're checking the bomb as well with Flip. They're going all in on this. How about that? Did he kill Aghanim? He's gonna have to walk around.
No.
He can't do it this way.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that yet.
If you kill Aghanim, you can use this castle to warp back and go right to the pyramid. But since he did not, he actually has to take the long, crappy route through the hammer path. Takes a little bit longer, an extra minute added to the travel time on this bomb quest. Both red team players are killing Cold Stare at the same time. Got that done.
Easy with the butter sword there for Crash 2.
Swamp Palace is being checked. Has anyone done that?
No one's done swamp. It could easily be there.
Yeah, it probably is, honestly. I forgot all about swamp. It has 6 chests in there, and there's nothing stopping you from doing the entire thing when you have hookshot. That's absolutely where it is, right? It's gotta be in there. That's the place. I can't believe that hasn't been checked yet. See, one of the Ice Palace players probably should have gone there. Honestly, that's gotta be your next stop, right? Bomb Fairy is red boomerang. That's not helpful. Boomerang.
Well, it was red.
I forgot all about Swamp. How did I forget Swamp? It's the best one. Gold Sword for Flip.
Dodo gonna get the bomb now.
Gonna regret bothering with it. They are 1 crystal away at an hour in. That's too bad that they just aren't in go mode. See, they could have had a super fast time. If they had just found this thing, you can imagine how fast they would have been. If they were given the red cane, like when they opened up some garbage chest earlier on at the start of this. It'd be done in an hour. If you could have go moded all those dungeons he did. The speed he's rolling through here.
Flip gonna go ahead and catch up on Desert Palace quickly.
This doesn't look good for red to me because I think it's in Swamp Palace. I mean, there's nowhere else. And they're just not going.
Have both tablets been checked?
I don't know. I would think so. Because they were up there pretty late, you know? I would checked it when I checked Dark Mountain. I certainly would go left and do that. And they had the Master Sword in the book for a long time. I think that was checked, and I can't imagine they missed Bombos. But it's hard to watch for that. It could still be in Mire. Spike Cave seems unlikely, but I guess if the logic would let you go buy a potion, isn't that the only way it could be done in this case? That certainly is why no one's done it. Nobody wants to go buy a potion just for Spike Cave. What a waste of time. It could be in there though. That's just 1 chest, and there's Mire has 2. Did Swamp get cleared? He left Swamp. Why did he leave Swamp for? Oh, he flooded the key. Oh no. That's too bad. I haven't seen that happen in a while. I missed that completely. I look over and he's just out of the dungeon. Cannot do it when you flood the key. You gotta reset the whole thing. If you're unfamiliar with that, the randomizer gives you hookshot. Generally, you always have it before you go into Swamp. Not necessarily, but it could be in the vanilla spot. But other than that, it's pretty much always where it is outside of the dungeon. So when you go in there with hookshot almost all the time, you can get the key beforehand, and this will allow you to open up a door you're not supposed to be open up yet. You're supposed to get a key where you can flood the room with water. But you can only do that after you get that key, but in this case, you could have just flooded it first, and then you couldn't get that key. And the only way to fix that is to leave the entire dungeon and then leave a screen over and come back. It's one of the worst things that you can do.
Devdo gonna jump in the Swamp now too.
He's not behind now. Green and red are on the same pace in Swamp after that, because Pair 2 has not got any lead at all, really, on this. After
Crash gonna run back in and go fight Blind again. Try and finish the job.
It looks like Mire's being checked. We're really running out of locations for this scumbag Kane that just won't show up. Where is it at? It's ruining these great times. I feel like both teams would have finished by now, the way they're going, if they had found this thing when they found all the other items. we would have had a super fast time. They're going really fast. They're 100%ing the game is what's happening, and you don't like to see that. As good as the seed was, that's how it ended up. Just could not find the last item. Crash 2 is not gonna die to blind. He's got his potion ready to go. Just in case. Oh, no risk. Taking him out. Got him. Unfortunately, that's not the right answer. Did somebody do that?
Also picking up the green pennant?
I don't think anybody's done Mire yet. I haven't seen anyone go in there. It's just
No,
the first
nobody
trip
went
to Mire.
the red cane
No,
cannot be in Ganon's Tower. It needs to show up now because we have to have it for Turtle Rock to do the dungeon that is required. So, and you can't even get anything in Turtle Rock. It's completely, without that item in particular, you can't get anything at all. So, it can't be in Turtle Rock anywhere. Nowhere at all.
Yeah, you can't even enter the dungeon.
Yeah, you just come in and there's just a pit. You can't do anything. So, it absolutely must be outside of Turtle Rock. And
Crash 2 about to be
obviously,
disappointed. Here's some arrows.
Dev is 2 chests behind Flip. I mean, behind player 2 as he does swamp here. He has to get the chest on the left, which didn't have anything. The big chest, still locked, didn't get the big key yet. They
They're
can't
wisely not flooding the key there.
They can't finish Mire without the red cane either. In case the boss has an item, it can't be. The red cane cannot be on the boss of Mire, so they're not gonna have to do the whole dungeon. They're just gonna have to do the first 70% of it.
Crash 2 also going to Mire. We got mirror images.
Green team is actually ahead by a little bit on both dungeons. It's interesting how that turned out. But did they get all the crystals that red team has? Looks like they did. Green team is in the lead.
I don't
Just,
think player 2 has done Ice Palace. Have they?
he didn't mark it. We have a really close race. Extremely impossible to tell who's gonna win right now. I don't know where this stupid item is.
There is a simple climb at the end too for Crash 2. Right, you can do that right after T-Rock.
Yeah, that's gonna take like 2 minutes. That's gonna be a real quick thing, real quick hop. That'll be extremely fast. Faster than Ice
5
Palace,
and 6
for sure.
crystals on both players.
Yeah.
Or on both teams, rather.
It's damn McCain though. Gotta be somewhere.
It doesn't look like Swamp's paying off. Did they get the big key yet in Swamp? It looks like player 2 did and didn't get anything for it because he went back. He must have.
Yeah.
I figured he'd be. I didn't see him pick it up. I wasn't watching, but I figured he would leave as soon as he found it. There's no reason to do Swamp. Looks like
No,
he's
he got
heading,
he got a heart container from a big chest. But
he's heading to
he
the
might
boss.
be still thinking that Argus
There's
has
still
an
another item
I guess.
there.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of items when there's 6 of them. I have a bad time in Swamp. I always end up doing the whole thing. Will Argus have the cane, or is it in Mire somewhere? It looks like Flip is nearly done with Mire. I don't know where he's going right now. In fact, he can't do this, so he's gonna have to leave.
Flip going to realize very quickly that, wait a minute,
Yeah, it can't be here. This room cannot be done. It's. Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Oh,
He
wait.
says. He evacuates. Vitreous does not have the red cane. He cannot be Vitreous. It's either Argus or the Spike Cave. As far as I know, there's nothing left.
that's gotta be. Did they do Circle of Flowers? Or did
Oh.
they skip it because they missed it the first time?
I would think they did it. You mean the one south of the Haunted Grove?
Yes.
I can't imagine missing that. That would be weird. If both teams missed that, I mean, they got the mirror pretty quick. Well, Argus is a waste of time.
There's not much left now at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, that stupid blue cane can go do the spike cave, right? Is that good?
That is true, yes.
I mean, maybe that'll solve your problem. It looks like they're going that way. Both players on green team immediately apparently have decided that this is it. This is where it's at. And I can't think of any other place that I've not seen. The blue cane pretty much guarantees the ability to do this. Are we getting it? Flip. Flip's first one here.
Flip's heading in.
He's got half mana and the blue cane. There's no stopping him. This is really in here. What a mess. He doesn't have the blue cane. He bought a potion. He's doing it old school. All right. It's gonna be close for him, but I think he's got it. Did he? Hey, there it is. All right, finally, God.
Boom.
It's gotta be Kane. I'm sorry, Ree.
That's both players on the green team ready to go. Dev is on his way, it looks like, so it's not going to be long here. And it looks like his buddy is also on his way. I hope he has a potion.
Just like rat race.
This is
Coming
not much
in
of a
right
lead
on the spike cave.
for green. If both players on red can get this right now.
Really depends on how long it's going to take player 2 to do Ice Palace.
Why did he kill the flowers?
The north, south, east, and west flowers can actually spawn fairies.
Oh, really? He didn't get any. I hope he has a potion or the blue cane. I don't think he has the blue cane. Well, it's go mode for Dev, I think. Obviously, he's good to go. That means Crash 2 needs to go to the medicine shop and get a potion. I don't see how else he could do it, so he's gonna have to re-climb the mountain and do that. And then both players on red team will also be in go mode, and it's gonna come down to dungeons and who has the edge there?
I mean, it's pretty even at this point. Crash 2 does have to do Hera.
Honestly, at this point, they're so close that Ganon's tower is going to make a bigger difference than the difference that made for green team, I'd say. How well they do Ganon's tower in general is going to be the big difference. This is going to be extremely close. It's been
It is.
off the bridge. It's been a while since I've seen a race and teams be down to the wire. This is it. Because
Double go mode within a minute of each other.
yeah, Crash only needs to do Turtle Rock and Hera. Player 2 seems like they're going to be the one lagging behind the most, but not by much. Especially if they can pull off this bomb jump right here. There it is. That's going to speed it up. He's going straight for Cold Stare. Hopefully he does not die in that fight, and then we'll see 4 players in Ganon's tower at the same time.
Wow. This is gonna be good.
It's a race between Dev and Flip on who can get Turtle Rock done first for their team. Dev is only a minute behind because he had to go finish what he was doing before he realized Spike Cave's the only place left. They don't need anything in Turtle Rock, so they're gonna go through it as quick as they can. Which,
Oh, that's right. Crash 2 doesn't have the Ice Rod either.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't pick it up, but hopefully
Crash
he
2 never went to the.
I mean, he's
back
acting
to
like
the
he's in
chunky.
go mode, so he must know where it is. I don't know why he didn't pick it up, but I don't think that's gonna slow him down because I'm assuming that he knows that he just didn't get it. I don't know why he did that. Hopefully that doesn't cost him the race. But we'll see, I guess.
That would be brutal.
He should be picking it up on the way. Like, he should have it in 1 minute flat from right now. I don't know why he wouldn't. He should go to Turtle Rock, open it up, head left, grab the ice, and then turn
right
around
back.
and... Yeah. Turtle Rock is a really slow dungeon. There's not much you can do to speed it up, unfortunately.
Yeah. A lot of tubes, a lot of tracks, a lot of cane.
The best thing you can do is stuff like hookshotting yourself in a pit, like that right there, and things like that. There's a couple tricks you can do to speed up some of the rooms, but most of them... Oh no, Dead Rock blocking his way.
That's Ice Palace done for player 2.
That's putting Crash in the back of the pack here. I forgot he needed the ice rod. That's going to slow him down a minute. It's going to be all the time that player 2 needs to climb the mountain.
Player 2 also needs Ice Rod.
That cliff jump that you're talking about is a major glitch and it's illegal. Minor glitches are allowed.
Yeah, mostly fake thumpers and super speed.
Yep, there Crash 2 goes to get the Ice Rod.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
all
thank
set.
God.
He's
knew.
not that far behind, but he is the last player who's going to be going into Ganon's Tower, assuming everything goes right from here on out for everybody.
Well, player 2 also needs the Ice Rod still. They haven't picked it up.
Exactly,
Yeah, but he has to do Tower of Hera still, so he lost his advantage there.
Oh, true. Yeah, he's gonna do Total Rock, then clear Hera, and then just portal back and just go straight in.
Yeah. It's not going to be a long thing, but it's going to be like a minute slower because of that.
And the basement is required.
Yeah, that's really going to be awful.
That as well, yeah. Dev literally has to get out the time for them.
Dev is still trailing in Turtle Rock by a little bit. That doesn't surprise me. It's not a hard dungeon, it's just tedious. Most of it.
Hey, there's the cape for Flip.
Oh boy. If they got that earlier, this wouldn't have lasted so long. They would have assumed Spike Cave had something. But you said they can put something in Spike Cave without the blue cane?
Yeah, it just requires, because that's where the blue cane is, vanilla.
Yeah, I know that, but the cape is given to you vanilla, at least. I've never seen it without having one of those two items.
Yeah, the logic only requires a bottle, the gloves, or not the gloves, the hammer and the moon pearl.
Yeah, I mean, you sure could have gotten it, absolutely. You just have to use a heal.
The Dream. 4 players in Turtle Rock.
It's a race.
Crash needs to not mess around. Every second matters right now as they wind down. He's got a little bit of a lead in Turtle Rock, but not much when you consider he's got another dungeon to do. We are going by average time, so the player who finishes first needs to buy some time for their buddy. I'm going to have to add them together for the first time since that the one race that I had to add it together. Only one.
Fast Tronic skill there.
Tronics.
These chain chomps are playing with Crash Toe.
Oh, you can push that one? I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Yes, you can push either of them.
Can you push them left and right, or you have to push them towards the center?
You have to push them towards the center.
Yeah, that figures. Let's not be too generous with our blocks. Flip, first one to Ganon's Tower. Going on in. Put your bets on that. Ganon's Key. 22 options.
It's gotta be Bab chest.
If he goes the wrong way here and Dev does not, that could be a difference too. Like that could be the catch up that red team needs at this point. And so could just playing better in the tower in general. Like there's a lot of time.
Try next there for Dodo.
There's a lot of time to be saved by playing Ganon's tower well. It's definitely.
No right-hand key.
What the heck is Steph doing? Alright, he's got it.
It's 3 items so far in Ganon's tower.
Both players are going to end up going left in a dungeon like this. Without too much question.
Especially without that first key there on the right side.
Chests 4 to 7 coming up. Nope. 6. And...
This sword beam is running him 7. Number 7, Gansky found. He's
number
already
7.
Boom.
good to go.
And he got more
Doesn't
than
even need
enough
to kill
kills.
those skeletons.
Green team
Very annoying.
on their way.
It's all on execution for Flip now.
Crash is bothering to pick up the cape. Hope he's gonna end up using that because he really does not have a second to spare. I can see it saving time on Ganon if you use it for that and you have the red sword. He's got the gold sword though. I don't feel like it's necessary. Dev's got the key as well. Opting to open a couple more chests for fun. Don't know what he's looking for. Exact. What item would he want other than just hearts at this point? I'm not sure.
I don't know what he could be looking for.
He knows the red tunic's not in there. There's nothing left. He just can't resist the treasure, I understand. I know how that is.
That extra Tower of Hera is gonna be the issue here.
Yeah. Not unless one of the players dies to Ganon or something. Crash still has some work to do and he's really not far ahead at all. He's lost his lead. Player 2 has caught up to him, in fact.
Lost the lead having to climb the tower again, or climb the mountain again, go into Spike Cave without the potion.
Yeah, that really hurt. That mountain takes forever to climb. I don't know why he went up there without a potion. He should have assumed it was in Spike Cave, right? Like there's, I don't know where he was
Player
going.
2.
Oh, you know what he was doing? He was probably doing Tower of Hera, and then he realized he was told by his buddy where, and he just turned around right then. He should have finished Tower of Hera.
Player 2 with 1 heart.
He should have
Drinking the
Oh,
potion.
drinking the potion.
Yeah, I think that's what he was doing, and he really should have just finished Tower of Hera while he was up there, because that would have saved him a little bit of time.
And down and goes Trinex.
All players moving to Ganon's tower.
Except for
Except
Crash.
Crash.
Oh no, Dev is down.
Oh no!
Oh,
Death
no.
like that is really gonna hurt. That's probably it for Red Team. They cannot afford that. They really need Dev to be the one to finish first. That's a really dangerous death. You gotta climb the entire tower. That's an entire 2 floors lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I hate to see that happen.
That was the second to the last room of the gauntlet.
Yep, should have pulled out that cape if it starts looking grisly. To just scumbag the way through. You know, you have the means to
Almost.
not die if you really are feeling scared. Immortality is literally an item away.
Not above the Bombo strat when things are grim.
Yeah, especially with half mana. You can do all kinds of stuff to get out of there in one piece. It's looking pretty grim for red team right now. They need green team to make mistakes at this point. It's their only chance. Player 2 will soon be getting his big key as well and knows exactly where to go.
Yeah, it should be a simple grab the key and mirror out.
Whenever I have half or quarter mana, I always end up using Fire Rod in here. I feel like it's the easiest way to guarantee success short of bombos.
Hold on 2 down. Run validated.
Nice. Stunning that guy. Everybody has a different plan, I tell you. Of all the rooms in this game that people use differently in tactics, it's that one.
Yeah, my plan for that room is usually just to not screw it up.
Flip just got a triple hit on Aghanim, not messing around. And a double.
Ready for this to be over.
Yeah, after that red cane, I can understand. Well, he's the first player to fight Ganon, that's for sure.
3, 2, 1. Crash 2 at Moldorm now. Yeah, I hope you didn't blink because that's the end of Moldorm.
Oh look, Ganon is a burrito again.
Nice. Me too.
I love these puns.
It's about time to record a time here. It's going to be about 1:30 and some change for Flip if he doesn't make any errors.
He's still got a blue tunic though. Oh, okay, he's using the cape.
Yeah. He's on phase 3 already.
And still has that green potion from earlier, or did he pick up that green potion off the desert ledge?
I mean, it is Manic, sure. Why wouldn't it be? If one player finishes in an hour and the other players finish way slower than that, yeah. Sure. Oh, you second and fourth? No, they'd have to get second and third, yeah. Well, that's it. We got a time of 1:30:22.
GG for Flip.
GG.
Devto just avoiding that guy, heading on up. No need to stun him.
It's true. That crappy seed that we just saw ended up being better than this because of the red cane. We had 2 people finish at 1:30:02, and no, it was 1:30 even and 1:30:04. That was the times on the last 2, on the first 2 to finish. So this was better, except for that red cane, which shut them down so much that they lost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes.
This is actually a worse seed. Well, I mean, it's just because a really weird. Do you want to use a potion to get this stupid cane? Because they could have been done a long time ago. They didn't have to do that whole rigmarole. They did not need the blue cane to get that. Obviously, his 2 players got it just fine.
It was just that was the last place anybody wanted to go check.
Who wants to spend 120 and just check some stupid... They probably would have if the empty bottle was a red potion instead. They probably would have got this down in no time. It's just because they had to go to the store.
Yeah, I
Here
mean,
goes
it's
player
all
two.
potential time loss.
Oh, player 2 getting bodied by the mini Helmosaurs there.
That's the worst room of the whole game.
This seed had the potential to be like an hour-long seed, but it would have required some stupidity with finding the red cane. It's always that way. There's always one stinker of an item that just won't show up. Player 2, all they need to do is not die, really, and they've got this in the bag.
Pretty much.
They need 3rd place, and that'll do it. 3rd place will win. Dev just went down. Oh no. See, it is possible to die here. Oh, he's got a fairy. Alright, he's safe.
Fire bat. That was rough.
He's alright. He's gonna get this. Only lost a couple seconds. I didn't see him pick that up.
I did not either.
He's done. Crash has so far to go yet, though.
Damn. Still really close match though.
Yeah, I mean,
133.
player 2 could still fall.
38.
$133.38. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, I told the players I was going by average time, but I actually need to write that in the brackets. Everyone's right. I need to write that in the rules. But I let all the players know when we started that was the case. Nobody was in the dark on that.
But double. Yes. One more.
Very close race, but it is sealed. Green team has taken it.
GG.
GG Green Team.
134.55 or so. Yeah, that's it.
That was a very close race.
Three
Let's
hours
hope
and
for
5 minutes versus probably 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's what we're gonna see here.
Oh, Troll Dome. Alright.
You got
Tried.
Validation?
Nope.
Nope.
Who needs it?
I think at this point I would have done something to the chest.
4 players, 4 different strats for that room.
True. The double.
If anybody from other team that's finished wants to talk in here, you just gotta jump in the AFK room. If I see you in there, I'll assume that you want dragged in here.
Another double, I think. That looked wonky.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
GG.
GG.
Thank you. That spike cave, man.
Yeah, that got everybody. Everybody checked that at exactly the same moment.
I literally didn't know if I had enough hearts to do it. I only had like 8 hearts in the red potion.
Yeah, that's just enough, especially if you use them as
Just
shot.
barely.
I've never gone there worried about whether or not I could make it or not, and so
I think the number that you're looking for is 14 with the hook shot to be able to get there safely, something like that. It's really close.
man, this is a tight race.
Crash had to do Tower of Hera still when y'all were in Turtle Rock. He had that left on his head, so that's what's slowing him down.
Okay.
Other than that, everyone was in Turtle Rock at the same time.
So did Devdo and Crash also basically go into every Pennant dungeon?
Yeah, everybody did
Yes.
everything, and you
Yeah.
both finished at exactly the same time as far as getting the red cane. Dev died in Ganon's tower and had to redo it. That's what slowed him
man.
down.
Yeah, I was in Mire. Player 2 was in Swamp, and we were saying one of us is about to find it, and I had a lapse and didn't remember that I couldn't actually fight the Mire boss without the red cane. So I was like, okay, one of these bosses has to have
Yes,
it.
we saw that.
And yeah, you saw me lift up the pot and then stand there in front of the button like,
Yes.
oh, huh,
Oh, wait a minute.
this isn't working.
What the?
So when Argus didn't have it, I really panicked because I was like, where have we not been? We thought we checked the entire overworld.
Yeah, nobody
Okay.
had a way to get to the stupid spike
Whoa.
cave safely, so nobody did it.
The triple. Wow.
Finishing
That's
off the race
GG.
with some swag.
138, 39.
A GG for Crash 2.
Hello, everybody.
Yo,
Hello,
boys!
hello.
GG, everybody.
GG.
Man,
Boy.
I put off going for that red cane and spike cave for so long because I had no safeties. I'm like, I don't even have potions for so long. So I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It was very risky.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, everybody got there within a minute of each other.
Yeah, I was actually going to do spike cave before I even went into the 2 pendant dungeons. But I was just like, no. It's way higher chance for it being a pendant dungeon than spike cave.
Well, I'm going by average time, and you guys lost by about 3 minutes at the end of this.
Yeah.
3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
I-
you both went to the red cane at pretty much exactly the same time. You both found it at exactly the same time.
Yeah, but I had Hera to do so.
Yeah, that really slowed you down. Dev had an unfortunate death in the Ganon's
Gauntlet,
tower
yeah.
gauntlet.
Yeah.
I was trying to press start. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
And I died to blind, so even going back to blind, back to green pendant also cost me a lot of time.
Wasn't sure who was
Ah,
going to
sure.
win until Dev took that death, and that was kind of sealed.
Yeah.
Because if Dev did finish
My
first,
only
then-
death.
Well, it happens, man. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I died at Cold Stare in our race, and it cost us the race from that. It happens.
I had a
Yeah,
good
exactly,
gauntlet
that-
too.
That's the game. I mean, you die once, and I mean, this seed was super quick, so
It was actually a really promising seed ruined by that one item. It actually ended up being slower than what we thought was a pretty terrible seed just last race, where no one could get anything. But they did finish in 90 minutes. The last half wrapped up faster because they didn't have that hanging over their heads the whole time.
I mean, it was a really promising start. Early Titans myths and Moon Pearl.
Yeah, it looked
We
good.
really had a ton of options.
People
Someone
had
clipped your
5
triple arrow.
People were like 5-6 crystals done in an hour. I thought, man, if that red cane showed up, we'd have some serious time.
someone clipped my triple arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a sweet finish.
That was impressive.
Yeah, almost. I was like, no, don't die, don't die, don't die.
26 bonks. I'm fine with that.
Well, nice work, everybody.
GG.
You both
Yeah,
have another
GG.
match, but obviously it's single points, so one of you is going to the losers bracket. Let me see who that is here on the.
Oh,
let me
we are.
see- I mean, I know.
Yeah, I
just
think
don't
it's
know who
us.
Your opponent is. Let me see.
Yeah, if we can, I'd probably face our opponent right away.
Well,
Well,
Flip and player
yeah.
2, you'll be playing Fayane and Vascos. Fayane's here.
Good luck against Vascos.
Hey,
Oh, we have to wait. Okay.
I had the
You
pleasure
guys get
to
the winner
commentate on the
of
opponent match.
Me and Frank against Impelion and Time Stalker. And we haven't got that one scheduled yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a little while. That one for you guys and still round 2 in the losers bracket is still standard. Flip player 2, you'll be on open from now on in round 3.
Oh, straight to open, huh?
Yeah, round 3 is open.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll
So-
have opened a lot more, man.
I love open too, and swordless is super fun.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the open races.
I really, really like open in 2v2.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks for playing, everybody. That was a really good race to watch. We
Well,
were
thanks for
unsure-
everything.
Yeah,
At
no
any
problem.
point, we were
It was
never
nice,
sure
man.
what would happen because who knew where that red cane was?
I kept
Well,
saying to
we
myself,
knew.
it's probably in Spike Cave. It's only overworld.
Yeah, I think
We
you
haven't
said it
checked.
like 40 times, and
I know.
I completely forgot that Swamp Palace existed, and then when everyone started doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely here. And then it was done, and then nobody had anything to show for it.
yeah, well, good luck, guys.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
luck.
good luck to you too.
Yeah,
Pardon?
we're gonna see you back in the finals, man. Be prepared.
That's right. That's right. Alright, hey Smite, thank you.
Sure,
Thanks for
thanks,
having
Mike.
us.
take it easy. As for me, I'm gonna find somebody to host. I might be back later. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for joining me on the commentation.
Yeah, thanks
No
for having me. Thanks for watching,
Thanks so
everybody. GG to the racers. Make sure to go follow them.
Indeed, yeah.
Later.